Good evening. Talking NFC Beast family. We're coming at you live once again after taking a week off due to scheduling issues and conflicts. So we're glad to be back with you again after missing a week. Joined here as usual by my two co-hosts, Trevis and Maine. How you fellas doing this evening?
Pretty
Ready to
good.
get it rocking?
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yo, I'm super crunk right now. I'm crunk because I'm on vacation and I'm going to the game in New Orleans in a couple days. So I ain't got no worries.
How about that? Early 5 a.m. flight, you said?
5:30. Jet setter.
Yeah, you need to pull an all-nighter.
It's called a
go to sleep.
That's called a red eye right there. That's what it's called. It's called a red eye. 5:30 in the morning, red eye.
Land in New Orleans. So I'm not going to sleep tonight. Ain't no point. Nope.
That's what's up. But check it out.
No point.
As usual, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed to Talking NFC Beast. And make sure you hit the like button on the video, whether you're looking at it live or after the fact. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into it, briefly, since we missed a week. I'm going to say I was quite happy and surprised, with my Cowboys' performance against the Chiefs. The defense held up a hell of a lot better than I ever expected them to. So that was a very, very good win. Very good win. How'd you guys feel about the week before?
Well, I was impressed with how the Redskins fought against the Seahawks. It was sloppy, but it was a good game, and they ended up pulling out that W.
Yeah.
I'm really happy how Cousins maintained his composure and made the plays that needed to be made when it counted most in the fourth quarter. So they made a good amount of mistakes, but they overcame them and they still got the W. So
yeah, I was surprised when I saw how the game was going. I was like, man, I thought Redskins were gonna get trashed going up there, with their O-line and shambles like that. So I was impressed. I was very impressed with that W. What's up, Trevis? Hey, Trevis, can you put your phone on silent for me?
Not me, brother. My hands are right here. Listen to me. I just want to let y'all know that the rest that we just took, it was, as a team, we were able to go out. We were able to do different things as a team. And now we're coming all together. And we're going to try to put together the best second half of the season that we possibly can, moving forward. And with our two acquisitions in which we just acquired, we're just going to try to be the best team that we could possibly be. It's just simple as that.
That's a clown ass response.
Hey, Trevis, that's smug, bullshit, fake, humble shit does not wear well.
Let you know, man. That's all it is. Hey, they tell you be humble when you're on top, baby. Be humble when you're on top.
Humble. That's fake humility right there.
Fake.
Look, hey, look.
That was real. Why do people always think? Hold up, man. Why do people always think when I'm saying something genuine that I'm lying? Like I'm legitimately telling you, like, yo, look, I was genuine.
We haven't just met you, Trevis. We know you.
No politics. That was genuine. The only thing that y'all realize is that
it is what it was.
Y'all like this smug some of you know what.
Exactly.
They winning right now, so he making that statement because they winning. That's all it is. That's all y'all making that statement for. But I'm truly saying what happened for us coming off the bye. Like, look, we coming off the bye. We top in the NFC period, not the NFC East. We top in the NFC period, and we basically just happy that we had two acquisitions in which we feel like it's going to make the team stronger, and we're going to do the best that we can possibly. With Ertz still a little banged up from the hamstring, we really need him, and we really need him to play the game, even though we put up 51 without him. Okay. That was a little bit asshole. that was probably a little bit asshole right there because we put up 51 anyway without him. But I'm going to say
it's always
magical.
All of it. It's
Avery, play the number 51. Play the number, my brother. Play the number. I'm just saying.
You don't play two numbers, Trees.
This is why we be up here for an hour and a half. Because what happens is you'll make a statement about the Eagles, somebody will start to say something, and then you come back again after you're done for another 10 minutes ranting about the Eagles, and then you up here talk about you humble and you this and that. Then the asshole and the sweat Mr. Rant. And then
it's not a rant. It's the truth.
This is summed up in many different ways. In one way, and easy as this: the Eagles whooped the hell out of the Broncos. They did exactly what they needed to do. They played well, even without Ertz. Them that bad, but they showed improved. It could have been done with that, but no, you had to go in with this fake humble bull, and now all of a sudden we're debating. Like now we got to question everything.
But hold on, check this. Avery, why would I do that if I know I have you there? If I have you there, there's no reason for me to look at anything else. You know what I'm here for? I'm here for a real, true understanding. Every time you turn around, there's a new thing that's in front of the Eagles that everybody say, they'll blow it with this team. They'll blow it with that team. They'll blow. Our new problem was the Denver Broncos. Okay, you can clap me out. I hear you. The Denver Broncos was our new problem. What happened? They pulled into Philadelphia and they went out on the horse, leaned over into the sunset. They was like this. He was shot in the back. He was shot in the back, leaning over the horse as it rolled out of the stadium. Run into the sunset like, man, I don't think we should have came into Philadelphia. That's what happened. Understand that.
This is the other thing where he always takes the train off the tracks, man. He brings up these false ass topics. Oh, the Denver Broncos was our next problem.
What?
Who the hell said that?
Oh my God! The Denver Broncos were the next problem. Number one, no fly zone in the NFL was not a problem. No fly zone was not a problem. Von Miller was not a problem. Oh yeah, they weren't a problem. You know why they didn't end up being a problem? Because nobody heard who they were when the game was on, because that butt whipping was correct. It happened.
Look, I got two questions. Two questions. One.
Okay, go ahead. Ask him.
Did Brock Osweiler end up hitting that unnamed receiver?
Yes, he did.
He did? That's the first question. Second question. That ain't shots fired. That's a legit question. Second question is Brock Osweiler, is he not a sorry quarterback? Is the Broncos
Brock Osweiler or Osweiler or Oscar Minor Wiener
is Brock,
whatever you want to call him, is a NFL quarterback. I don't care if you want to call him a quarterback. People say Dak Prescott is not a quarterback. When push comes to shove, it's off of what people say they are or who they are. It doesn't matter. When push comes to shove, he has a signed contract with a NFL team. They put him out there, as the coaches said, for him to be the best quarterback on the team. I don't care who was in the game. They thought he was the best. They put him up against us. They got smallywhacked.
Say you don't want to answer the question. Let's move on, Mike.
I'm not going to answer this question. What do you mean? I told you exactly what it was.
You didn't answer the questions, dude.
What?
You didn't even
What? Oh, you want my personal opinion? You want my personal opinion?
What are we doing here?
Yes, you did. You said, was Brock Osweiler actually a good quarterback?
And I was trying to finish until you started yelling.
Yes, he's good. He's good.
Broncos offense not deficient.
It's good.
It's good.
Yes, it is deficient.
Okay. And what about this unknown wide receiver?
Were they firing on all cylinders? No. But I mean, when push comes to shove, who cares?
That's not what I asked. I'm not
care.
all cylinders. What about this unnamed receiver?
So what are you asking, sir?
This unnamed receiver. That brought
the unnamed receiver?
Yeah. Who was it?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
He didn't have a chance to hit him. Cox said everybody else was in his face the entire time. He just threw the ball in the air. He was like, bump it. I'm going to just throw this joint up in the air. How many times did he throw the ball in the air and not care who the receiver was?
I'm ready for the next segment. This guy.
Yeah. Because Beavis has turned like the unofficial troll of talking NFC Beast. That's what he does. He trolls us.
Everybody hating on the Eagles. I understand the Eagles haters. Everybody want to hate?
Ain't nobody's hating. We're hating on you right now.
Hey. Yeah, you're hating on me. So you told nobody hating. Yeah, you're hating on me. I understand. It's perfectly understandable. Perfectly understandable.
Not the Eagles.
First statement I made was giving props to the Eagles and how much they dominated that game. That's the first thing I said. And if that's hate, then you crazy.
No. Yeah. Well, we know Trevis hears what's in his head, so.
And what's on the back page of the Philly Inquirer.
Got his own Eagles tabloid over there with all his damn conspiracy theories for his Eagles.
There's no conspiracy theory.
Man,
you know what's beautiful is that when I say something and it's crazy enough and y'all be like, oh, no, it wasn't, y'all at least acknowledge the fact that I said it.
Prop up with it.
Especially when we talked about the kickers at y'all two games. What?
That wasn't a fucking rocket science when you called that out.
Oh, but neither one of y'all predicted it. But
no, we're talking about your conspiracy theories with your Eagles. Every week you come up with some crap that you say people are saying, but nobody's saying it, but the back page of the Inquirer and you.
Don't worry about it. People are saying it. The thing is this. They're just not on the podcast.
You ain't have one reliable source yet, and even if the source you came with was from March.
Oh Lord! Don't bring that up again, man.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea whatsoever.
Oh my gosh!
Let's move on, man. This
oh yeah, we gotta move. We gotta move on because you brought that shit back up.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh man.
Promo. Kirk Cousins.
Oh, I just realized what you were talking about. You talking about trade time? I hear you. You talking about trade time? I got you. Don't worry about it.
Cousins and the 49ers are making a trade.
Yo. Stop bringing up old stuff, yo.
That was one for the Trevis Files right there, man. Oh my gosh. Man, let's move on, man.
X-Files.
Man, who y'all playing this week, man? I haven't looked at the daggone schedule.
Thanks in New Orleans. That's the game I'm going to.
Oh, yeah, because you're going to New Orleans. I forgot. That quick.
Yo. I'm sorry to hear about that ass whooping. But, I mean, when it happened, just take that shit like a man. Don't wear your Redskins jersey in the stadium. Yo.
Man, I'm wearing my new Redskins jersey. I'm going to be dipped. Don't get it twisted. You
going solo or you taking the fan?
I mean, my wife and my cousin and his girlfriend are going. So it's not a couple's trip. It's really like a baby moon before my new unborn son arrives. We wanted to take the trip. So
there you go. That's what, get it all in right now. Get it in right now.
Oh man, you taking the family down there for that ass whooping?
Nah, just my wife.
Oh man,
my family, Jack.
Huh?
Watch it. You watch it. Don't be talking about my family.
Man, look, I was just trying to save you. Yo, no need to take the family down there to see such a horrific sight.
I don't need no saving. You stay in your place and be where you are. Jesus,
I definitely will, but But sheesh, man, you gonna take them down there for that slaughtering, huh?
How you feel about
the Saints?
Man,
I feel like the Saints defense is playing very, very well, and I'm hoping that the defense that showed up against the Oakland Raiders shows up against the Saints. The Redskins defense, I'm saying. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game if the Redskins can get flowing on offense.
Mm-hmm.
But if they can't, then it's going to be trouble. I mean, they got a two-headed monster running back core in Ingram and Kamara. Well, and consistent. I mean, he for the longest time, for several years, he's he'll spot you 2 touchdowns. Back that he is. So I'm not even gonna go into this thinking that it's gonna be an easy task. If they're gonna win it, they're gonna have to make it a dogfight. And when I say dogfight, it's good. They're gonna have to keep it low scoring and really tight. That's how they're gonna win that game. It's a lot of injuries. They got some of their offensive linemen back. Redskins, they got Long back, they got Sheriff back, Trent Williams is back.
Yeah. And
it's always a good thing to have. You're starting running back and Moses back. Yeah. So I'm hoping that they can give Kurt enough time to make a few passes and make some plays. I mean, the wide receiver core finally started playing a little bit better. They brought in Quick from the veteran Quick. He made some very good catches. Dotson made some good catches. Vernon Davis is still playing well. Jordan Reed, he was out, so he didn't play against the Seahawks. He was out. So, it's gonna take some effort. If they keep it close, they got a good shot at it. I mean, they're going up against a really, really hot Saints team. I mean, they won a lot of games in a row, and I'm hoping it plays in the Redskins' favor that they won so many in a row that it's time for them to drop one. So,
yeah, that's a possibility. That's definitely a possibility. But I'm doing a poor job at moderating this discussion because I totally skipped over last week. I jumped to this week a little prematurely, but we had to make up for the week before last. But so last week went horribly. It went great for the Eagles. Hell, well, and didn't even play.
Right.
Every team lost. That kind of
every NFC East team lost.
I'm definitely I took that loss to Atlanta hard, man. Like when the whole Zeke thing came down, and then we find out Tyron Smith wasn't playing. Before the game started, I'm thinking to myself, like, this is bad. Like our heart and soul of the team, they're not playing. All we need now is for Sean Lee to get hurt. Boom. Hammy. And so it's crazy how losing Sean Lee ruined the game for us completely. Dallas was actually dominating that game till he got injured. And then on offense, I don't know what that had to do with the offense, but they decided to turn loose a D tackle playing DN. And this cat go out and had a game of his life against our backup left tackle. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was bad.
It was embarrassing. This dude he did the same move off the line every damn time. He didn't give Chaz Green a fake inside. He didn't give him nothing. He just kept running around him. And Jason
never switched it up.
Never switched it up. So then it became a coaching issue for me because Garrett and Linehan dropped the ball. Like, send somebody over there to chip this dude. Like, help him out. Run some screens over there. Run a draw up inside of him since he's rushing out so wide. Like, do something different. Kept doing the same thing. They were coaching that game like Tyron Smith was there and like Zeke was there. And that's always my biggest criticism of Jason Garrett. And if they don't figure that shit out fast, Carson Wentz going to end up leaving Dak in the dust. And it's going to be mostly from a coaching standpoint because they do what they need to do for Carson Wentz. The system is working for them perfectly right now. And I don't know what the hell's going on with Garrett and Linehan, but they don't adjust. They don't adjust. Teams have figured out, whatever it is they're trying to do, and they haven't counted it at all.
Yeah. So. Garrett is he reminds me a lot of Roy Williams, the UNC basketball head coach. Very stuck in his way. He does what he does the way he does it, and he doesn't change it.
Religiously.
Yep. And that sometimes can be your biggest fault. Biggest fault because at some point you're gonna have to make adjustments. In that situation, they needed to make an adjustment. Like you said, chip that D end or do something because Claiborne was going ham. So Can they? Yeah. I mean, they can. Will they? Will he? I don't know.
Right. That's the question, man. Because Tyron Smith is not looking good for this game, and freaking the Eagles will eat Chaz Green as alive, yo. If that same Chaz Green show up again, boy, oh boy. I feel for Dak. They better figure out something because they'll be trying to bring Romo back once Dak is out with his own damn back injury.
Right. And I mean, that's one thing you can say about the Eagles. That D line and that rotation they got,
yep.
They will pound the hell out of you.
Yep.
They will pound. I mean, it ain't no way, ain't no other way to describe it. That's just what it is. But you know, I mean, if I may, I'm gonna move on to the Redskins, which was a bit of a disappointment. You know,
I really thought y'all were gonna kill in that game. I really thought only the Vikings had was defense.
I knew they had some offense.
I didn't even think their defense. I didn't even think their defense was that good. I still don't think their defense is that good.
I think they're good in spots. I don't think there is a total. I don't think their defense is as good as the Eagles. I would agree with that. I think that front seven of the Eagles is just, you know, they're legit. They're one of the best in the NFL right now. I think in the secondary, I think the Vikings might be a little bit better with Rhodes and I can't remember the other DB that's out there, but they're pretty good defenders. But honestly, that wasn't even the problem with that game. The problem with that game is that the Redskins kept shooting themselves in the foot and they couldn't make a stop when they needed to make a stop. That was the problem with that game. You know, I mean, it's kind of impressive. They still put up 30 points against that defense. I mean, and they had a chance to win at the end. They just couldn't turn things around for some odd reason. I don't know.
But when you continuously lose at the end of the games, that's a coaching situation. It's not technically players. Yeah, because when you're in the NFL, it's more of a coaching situation. I'm going to pull out my best play that I know my players know and I know that it'll probably work. And then the defense pull out their best defense to go up against it. When you look at it, if you keep on coming down to like the last play in games situation, that's where the Eagles have problems with Andy Reid. What play are you going to call and what your players know and can execute to the highest point? And the thing is, he will always call some play where we'd be like, yo, what the was that? Yo, like, what is going on? So when you look at it, it's really a coaching situation. Like, you've got them this far, but getting over that hump is something else.
I agree with you 100%. You're right. And I question a lot of the play calls that Kavanaugh and Jay Gruden came up with it towards the latter part of that game. And you're right. I mean, at some point, every coach should have that, like you said, that 3rd down and 4 play that they know they can call that's going to get them that first down. They need to have that. They got to have that. If they don't, you know, you're going to find yourself punting the ball a lot and putting your defense in a position where they got to win the game for you. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand defense win ball games, but hell, offense can help. You know,
yeah. If you have a problem, if you're looking at it and you're saying, I'm planning for the kicker to win this game for me, that's a problem.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know, man. It's that game in particular. They let Thielen just go super ham. This dude, I mean, he was all over the place with it. You know, the Redskins have holes, and I get it, but they got to overcome that. And it's at this point, we know that the Redskins are not going to win the NFC East, so they're fighting for a wild card spot. Losing to the Vikings hurt their chances even more. Now they need even more help. The other teams,
yeah. Well, what are y'all, 3-5?
Yeah.
Right. Y'all need the 1 win out to make y'all 10-5.
Yeah.
But on the back end, y'all can also help the Eagles out. Any team that we happen to lose to. Did y'all play Kansas City already? Y'all 4-5.
I don't care nothing about Eagles out. You know better than that. That ain't happening. What I'm
I always sit there and I'm like, yo, all y'all gotta do is beat any team that like the Los Angeles Rams, y'all gonna beat them. Y'all gonna beat the Seattle, y'all gonna beat Seattle to help us out. Because if we beat y'all and y'all beat a team that we lost to, or the team that we have to play, it would have been better for us because we could scale off of what has happened so far between y'all two teams. Because we've already played y'all twice. So we know what you guys have to offer. So in order for us to understand another team, we can say, oh, this is how they played the Redskins. Or this is how fast this player is, in which we already played against this player. Where are we at? So we already know. So we can also look at that like, yeah, like, yo, we could look at that and we could say, hey, they can't catch such and such. We caught him. Guess what? We're going to run our new little back out the backfield because they can't catch him. And that's my whole understanding.
Yeah, I feel you.
That's my whole understanding. When you look at the Redskins, I look at the Redskins as a good team. I think your problem more or less is calling plays with the coach, and then y'all don't have any special teams to really help y'all out and get y'all good field position in order for y'all to kill people dead.
Special teams has been atrocious. Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%. Tressway.
And y'all should be using Chris Thompson like he was Terrell Davis. That's who y'all should be using. And wait for the magic to happen, because I'll tell you, everybody who plays them say, we just had to stop Thompson.
I can kind of agree with what you're saying. The only thing is, Terrell Davis is more of a downhill runner. Chris Thompson is not as much of that. I would probably put a more liking to Chris Thompson to Westbrook. That's probably closer.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, but you have to create those avenues for him. He needs screens. He needs points where he's blocking, then he rolls out and does a little screen pass and then runs up the field for 15, 20 yards. Allow his abilities to happen. If you don't, that's where you create a problem, because you're calling plays in which, and this is where I will go and it will fall back on Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins definitely is not reading the entire field when you know you got a check down. There's a check down available, and he's out there waiting.
Especially on a situation where it's third down and they're sending that blitz in. He's not surveying the field. Like, I agree.
He's like, oh, let me not mess this body up. My multi-million-dollar deal in which I'm looking for, that's a problem. You feel what I'm saying? They're coming, and he's like this. You'll see him go like this, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why are you going like this? Like, what is that? Because he's trying to get the ball away, but he also don't want to get his shoulder hurt.
Oh, no. Now, see, that part I would agree with. I agree with the rest of it, but that.
All right, well, when you watch that Saints game, just take a look. They blitz. Does he still be looking downfield, or does he roll up and look to get out the way? Kind of like how Manning does. Manning will get out your way and be like, oh, I'll take